Okay, as promised, seems a bit high. Hi. Okay. Next video, second video of today is gonna be. I'm gonna be talking about and again I'm doing it because it's fresh in my head. Is three sides to the coin. So there are three sides to every single story, every single coin. Hello again. Hello again. There are three sides. We hear about left wing, right wing. Some people are so far left, some people are so far right. The problem is people can't see the what's in the middle because they're too far, they're too blinkered into their own sort of lane. I think that's partly why horses, when they're racing, wear blinkers. So it's tunnel vision. So that's basically what it is. It's tunnel vision. But there are three sides to any coin. It's the majority of things aren't as cut and dry or black and white as an individual may seem or may come across. Your side, their side, and the truth. Yeah, that's right. That's right. There's always, like Claire just said, there's my side, your side, and then in the middle somewhere there's a truth. Okay, or there's more to it. All right. Just like if you're talking to somebody and they're telling you something and you say there's got to be more to it than that. Or you explain it to somebody and there's going to be more to it than that. Okay, that somebody that says that sees three sides to the coin. Somebody that just goes, oh yeah, wow, yeah, and just goes around like a nodding dog, or says no, they only see two sides to the coin, two sides to the story. And that's not the case in most cases. It's not as cutthroat as that. So when somebody does say to you, there's got to be more to it than that, well then that person is probably looking from all angles. I'm sometimes very pessimistic, and I always work on a worst case scenario because I try to look at all angles, but I end up looking at the negative side. And then somebody else comes in and says, yeah, but it could be this. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it could. So by me saying, yeah, it could, that again is, all right, I've just had my eyes open now. In this day and age, there's a lot of opinions and nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody wants to be right. You see it all the time. Politicians, it's mainly government. They're always right, but that's why they have two sides to the bench. That's why you've got your for and your against. Now, when it comes to the third side of the coin, this is what happens in court. So you have your plaintiff and you have your defendant, but then you also have a judge. Hello, Phoenix Demise. You also have a judge. Now the judge is the third side to the coin. In any debate, there's always a mediator. Okay, and the mediator is the third side, the person that has an open mind to all opinions. Okay, for example, I asked somebody the other night, prove to me that the Bible is real. Their reply was, prove to me that it's not. Good comeback. Respectable comeback. So now we're at a catch-22. I can't prove it's not. They can't prove it is. As in, I know the book is real because it's there, but the teachings of the book, who wrote the book? Let's go back 2022 years. We can't do that because we're not time travelers, so we can't prove that. But I can't prove it's not. So then you've got to say, right, okay, well, this is when you might have to agree to disagree. And the person that agrees to disagree is the person that sees the third side of the coin. The person that says, do you know what? Let's just agree to disagree, is the person that sees the third side. And the person that's saying, no, I'm right. I don't know what that means. Fibonacci? Is that Italian? Sounds Italian. Or is that just a play on words? I don't know. So yeah, the person that says, let's just agree to disagree, that's the person that will see the third side and say, do you know what? I might be right, but I might be wrong. They might be right, they might be wrong. Okay. I don't know what it means, but I will look it up just for you. I don't really do much research. So, yeah, agree to disagree, and the third side. So we have it in arguments, you know. In an argument, have you ever noticed that when two people are in an argument, one is for, one is against, and then there's always someone in the middle trying to split them up. Happens in fights. You've got referees. You know, a football match, you've got referees. You've got somebody to referee the two sides. And the referee is the impartial person. Even though I say to, you know, Bill, no, I'm right. And Bill says, no, I'm right. And then I say, okay, well, let's just agree to disagree. You've put your case across. I appreciate your case. My belief is that I'm right, but you can also be right as well. So let's just agree to disagree and part ways. That will be the third side to the coin. Nothing, the majority of life isn't black and white. The majority of life isn't cutthroat. It's not, you know, cut and dry. It's not that way. There are only, no, that's another story altogether. No. Which can maybe lead on to after this, another day. So just think to yourself, whenever you're having a conversation with somebody, and the best conversationalists are the ones that listen. So I've been told. Which Mindy will, you know, say, you know, he's a crap listener. I suck at listening. Because I want to get my point across. I'll not listen at all. But in most circumstances, well, I'll say most, I do like to sort of see both sides and say, right, okay, you're valid, but this is what I think. There's some truth in this, some truth in this. And when people stand by, the thing I'm hearing a lot of now is stand in your truth. Stand by your truth, you know. We're truth people. We're, you know. Not necessarily. Because your truth, what you believe, isn't necessarily what I believe. Okay? Typical example would be religion. I would assume so. Some people go to church. Some people go to mosques, synagogues. Some people believe in God. Some people believe in Allah. Some people believe in, you know, some other god somewhere. Some people believe in Satan. Some people believe in all kinds of other things. Does that mean that, you know, I'll just stick to Christianity and I'll stick to God and Allah? Okay, they both have different names. So does that mean that Allah is the same as God and God is the same as Allah? I don't know. But that's their belief, that's their truth. So again, I had it posted to me the other night, you know, do you believe in God? No, I believe in there's a higher power there. I believe there's something there. When I say higher power, I don't mean something that's controlling us like puppets. I just believe there's something there. So this person calls their truth God. I call my truth, I don't know what it is, but it's something. There is something there. Okay? I like to look up spurt science. Dude, you're giving me too much to look up now. Too much. Too much. I also like to have my mind filled with simple things. I think if you cloud your mind too much, you become clouded. I believe all religions are fake. Our source, our creator is real. Well, I suppose religions maybe are just there to, give some tangibility. I don't even know if that's a word. To a belief. Nobody says you have to go to church to believe in a creator or a God or anything like that. Some faiths they say you must attend, and that's like, okay, well, is that a faith or is that a dictatorship? Well, just on that, the natural side of things is allowing things to take their own course, I suppose, if I just simplify it for myself. Just allowing things to take their own course. When Bruce Lee said it, and, never have the outcome of a fight in your mind. Just let nature take its course. What will happen. There will be a winner, there'll be a loser. But you're not going into that fight, you're not going into that battle with, well, I'm going to win. Because when you don't win, you're going to be disappointed. You're not going into that battle with, I'm going to lose. Because when you win, it's going to be like, oh, what happened there? You go in there with an open mind. You go in there with, whatever happens, happens. I'm no better, I'm no worse, I am equal. You're not wrong, you're not right, we're equal. You know what I mean? So, whenever you're looking at something that somebody's saying, or what you're reading maybe, reading's the worst. Because you read it in the mood you're actually in. That's why I like to do videos, because you can read my tonality, you can hear what I'm saying, you can maybe read body language, I don't know. But yeah, so there is that sort of side of things as well, whereas I like to communicate, as in, I like to use the communication tools that are available to me, words, tonality and body language. I like to use those three things, which is the basis of communication. Whereas some people don't, it's just typed on a screen or, sent in a text and things like that. So they're the same thing. Written in a letter, or, you sometimes see it on films where there's a letter opened and it's read in the voice of the person that wrote the letter. Why is that? It's so we can hear the true meaning behind the actual letter itself. Or when somebody sends an email, it's read in the voice of the person that sent the email. Why is that? So that we can hear the intent behind the email. We can hear the intent behind the words. It's not just as black and white as it should be, or not should be, or could be. There is a natural existence. There is a natural flow of things. Okay? Some people believe in chi as their natural flow. Am I to say that that's wrong? No, it's not my thing. I don't believe in that. I don't believe you can, I see these videos all the time of these fake martial arts, and I don't believe you can stop somebody attacking just by positive mental attitude, just by positive thought, just by screaming at them and controlling them with your hands. I don't believe that. But some people do. And their rebuttal to that is, well, it didn't work on me. Well, you're a non-believer. That is what they come up with. You're a non-believer. That person wasn't ready to be manipulated by my mind because they're a non-believer. Okay. So what do? You should make me then, if you want it to work on me, try and convince me to believe. Because that, again, is the black and white version. I've been very awake for all my life, bro. I'm just sending you a little something to open your third eye. Okay. The thing with being awake and things like that is, you know, there are certain things that I personally don't want to know about, or in that instance care about. For example, I've heard a lot. I know, I get that, dude. Yeah, I get that. But I just, for example, and I've said this on many videos before. I joined a group because of a certain reason. But then when that group started to talk about things that I really didn't care about, or didn't want to know about, or didn't want to affect my life, because that's the thing with a lot of people that say they're awake. I'm not saying this is you, Phoenix. I'm just saying this is a lot of people that say they're awake. Is they live in fear. Okay? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, certain organisations don't exist. But do I need to know about them? No. But the people that only see one side of the coin, or the other side of the coin, will try and push their views on. It's like, I don't want to know. I think what you are saying is, you know, it's something that I don't want to affect my life. The thing with people that, in my experience, not necessarily you again, Phoenix, but the people in my experience that are awake are the people that generally only see one side of the coin. And that side of the coin is a dark side of the coin. And it's filled with negativity, it's filled with underground stuff, it's filled with rabbit hole stuff, and it's like, well, that's the thing. It's each to their own, and that's what I'm open to. I'm open to each their own. So if somebody wants to go down that rabbit hole, that's up to them. But don't expect those views to be pushed onto someone else. That again is not. That's not necessarily. And again, you know, I'm gonna reiterate this, Phoenix, that I'm not saying this to you as a person. I'm not saying this to you at all. I'm saying this of my experience with woke people that are awake. And I don't know who you are. You're behind a pseudonym of a name. That's the thing. Some things are okay. It's okay not to know. But just in my experience of woke people, they are all one-sided, and their side is the right side for their own preservation. Yeah, true. So, like I said, these woke people that, in my experience, and again, not you, Phoenix. I don't know who you are. I've never met you. I might have met you. I don't know. I don't even know if that's your real name. Oh, okay. But in my experience of woke people, they are all one-sided, and what they do with their side is they force it onto other people, and you have to then start to believe in what they're believing, and that's not the way it should happen. That's not the way society should be. That's not the way that things should pan out. You know, it's all very to do that, to push an opinion on somebody is all very and like, when I say an opinion, I mean like the rabbit hole stuff, the woke stuff. Charlie Manson was woke, but he was also a very good manipulator and manipulate people to do naughty things. Okay, so you know, all these people, you know, Ted Bundy was probably woke. John Wayne Gacy was probably woke. But you're gonna look at these people and say, right, okay, but the push their wokeness onto other people, and that's just the one side. That's just one side of that coin. It becomes very cult-like, C-U-L-T like. It becomes very cult-like, and that's not what people want. people want to maybe say, okay, you have your opinion there. I disagree. I respect your opinion because it's your opinion. I respect your opinion, but I don't want anything to do with that. And that's up to the individual. If an individual wants to spend their day, spend their time down a rabbit hole and research this and research that and say, you know, the Queen's a reptile, that's entirely up to them. And yes, I've heard that. And it was reinforced the other day on a live, you know. Well, I just think, wow, you know, if you go into the dark web, which people do, then you've got to be prepared for some pretty scary stuff. And that's not something I want to really be involved in. So I have my opinion, and I respect others' opinion. Well, no, they're not. Nobody in a cult is free. But they are preached freedom. They are told it's freedom. But they're not. It's a control. Anytime you follow somebody else and not allowed to view your opinion, you are being controlled. And that again is, I have my opinion, you're controlling my opinion, there's going to be a clash somewhere. That again is the two sides. There's got to be a third side. You have your opinion, I have my opinion. You go your way, I go my way. There's the third side. Things aren't always black and white. Things aren't always cut and dry. There are grey areas. And we've got to look into those grey areas to find some of the truth. And again, your truth isn't my truth. Your belief isn't my belief. This is where we go left and right. This is where we have side A and side B. But then we go side A.1 or B.-1 exactly work that one out. Hypocrisy at its finest. Well, it is, yeah. So we've got to find some middle ground. I mean, that's the saying, isn't it? We need to find the middle ground. Well, why is that saying there? It's there because in life, with people, with debates, with arguments, there has to be middle ground. There has to be give and take on both sides, which is the third side to the coin. That's the third side to the coin. That's the non-blinkered view. And I like to view things without blinkers on. Now, for example, somebody comes at me personally, then my blinkers are on. You know, that's it. You disagree, I disagree. You come at me personally, I disagree. You know, I'm coming at you. You'd be a horrible person, and I don't want to know you. That would be two sides to the coin. Or we can be the bigger man who can say, you know what? No, not doing it. So just think, whenever you're typing something, whenever you are like doing live videos, or whenever you're doing videos, or you know, whenever you're it's probably Illuminati sign, is that? Okay, so prime example of three sides to the coin. And also prime example of why typing sucks. I'm always positive, I spelt the message wrong, I love to question everything and share knowledge. That's because somebody typed it wrong. So then somebody read it wrong. So then we have two sides. But then somebody comes back in and says, typed it wrong, this is what it was meant to say. There we have a third side. Prime example. Okay? It's nothing to do with that comment, Helen. It's about a comment made earlier that read, that read, oh, I can't see it now. It read something, I forget. To love you, know, and question everything. It was to do with that comment. And then you posted, you're not here. You're not here with good intentions, Phoenix. So, but then Phoenix corrected themselves and said, so there you go. So there's the third side to the coin. So there was somebody typing one thing, Helen came in and said this. There's two sides to the coin, but then Phoenix came in with the third side and said, here you go. All right, so that's just a prime example. That is, and I am glad. All right, nothing against either of you, and there's no animosity there, hopefully, between either of you. But I am glad that that's just happened, because that has just proved my point. You've just shown that what I'm saying is right. Hey, and he's talking about three sides to the coin. Yeah, because it's right. There are three sides to the coin. So yeah, I'm glad you've done that. Prime example, love it. So yeah, Phoenix, those two things that you said for me to research, can you inbox me those, please? Just send me those two things on inbox, because I probably won't read these comments again. But yeah, so stop and think. Stop and think. And when somebody's pushing their opinion on you, it's all one-sided. It's two negative polars of magnets. They're not going to click. Two positive ones are not going to click. But you mix the negative and positive, so you find the in between. You have a connection. If that makes sense, which I hope it does. You've got negative. My opinion. Oh, we're not going to match. Positive, our opinions, not going to match. Switch it around. Cheers, Fame. X. So yeah, so you turn it around and you mix the two. You mix the positive and negative. You find something in between. That's it. I'm done. Think to yourself. There's more to it than this. There's more to that story than that. Be careful what you read. Be careful of what you listen to. Be careful of how you read it and how you listen to it. Be your own judge. Be your own jury. But it's not always black and white. It's not always two, three sides to the coin. Three sides to a story. However you want to look at it, whatever analogy you want to use. Whenever there's two sides fighting, there's always someone in between. That's the third side. Pick any sport you want. There may be two sides, three sides, four sides. Let's go with the two-sided sports. There's always somebody in between. Fights that break out in pubs. There's always somebody in between. Debate programs, there's always somebody in between. Even when presidents have debates, there's always somebody in between. Can't make this stuff up. I'm going to love you and leave you. Think about which side of the coin you're looking at. Think about which side of the coin you do look at. Next time you have a conversation with somebody, or a debate with somebody, or an argument with somebody, or you lose your temper with somebody, or you lose your temper over something, think about which side of the coin you're on. Are you looking at one side and forcing the other side? Or are you looking at it from all angles? Or looking at the third side? Alright? I love you and leave you. This will be uploaded to YouTube, The Bearded Opinion. It'll also be tweeted. You can follow me at TheBearded43. That's on Twitter. And yeah, if anybody wants to have a chat, feel free to message me, look me up. You can email me at jamesdavey01@yahoo.com, JAMESDAVEY at Yahoo. Sorry, JAMESDAVEY01@yahoo.com. Debates will stay. Personal attacks, sorry, but you're blocked. Okay, love you and leave you. I'll see you on the next vid. All right, thanks for watching.